In 1938, a radio broadcast sent a wave of mass hysteria across the United States, convincing millions that Martians were invading Earth. Picture this, it's the late 30s and radio is the king of entertainment. Families gather around the glow of the dial, eagerly waiting for the next installment of their favorite shows. In this era, the concept of a hoax broadcast was almost unheard of. Enter Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air. They decide to adapt H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds into a radio play. But not just any radio play. This one would be presented as a series of news bulletins, breaking into regular programming. The idea was innovative, gripping, and for many, all too real. As the broadcast aired, a wave of panic swept across the nation. People genuinely believed that the world was being invaded by Martians. This was no ordinary radio drama, it was a broadcast that would go down in history. The night was October 30th, 1938, with listeners tuned into the Mercury Theater on the air, hosted by the renowned Orson Welles. As the hour struck 8, the soothing strains of Ramon Raquello and his orchestra filled the airwaves, a familiar and comforting sound. But the tranquility was short-lived. Welles's voice replaced the music, introducing a weather report, followed by an announcement of a series of gas explosions on Mars. The program shifted seamlessly to a chilling news bulletin format. The authenticity was amplified by the realistic delivery of the actors and the absence of commercial breaks, a daring departure from the norm. The broadcast continued, with a professor from Princeton confirming the Martian origin of the explosions. The tension built, punctuated by reports of a meteor landing in New Jersey. Listeners, unaware of the fictional nature of the broadcast, started to believe in the reported Martian invasion. As the broadcast continued, panic began to spread across the country. The airwaves filled with chilling descriptions of grotesque Martians, their monstrous tripods towering over the landscape, and the terrifying heat ray that left nothing but destruction in its wake. Each word painted a vivid and horrifying picture that gripped the nation's imagination, turning the ordinary into extraordinary and the safe into hostile territory. As the invasion unfolded in their living rooms, people responded with fear and confusion. Families fled their homes, taking to the roads in a desperate attempt to escape the incoming invaders. Police lines were flooded with frantic calls, each one echoing the terror of the broadcast. Amidst the panic, reports of actual sightings began to surface, further stoking the fires of fear. In the chaos, the truth of the broadcast was lost. The lines between fiction and reality blurred, turning a simple radio play into a national nightmare. The broadcast ended, but the panic lingered. As the dust settled, a startling realization swept across the nation. The invasion was all a dramatic ruse, a fictional tale woven by the hands of radio dramatists. The public reaction was a cocktail of relief, embarrassment, and outrage. Many felt deceived, their trust in the radio as a reliable source of information shattered. The media, too, was abuzz with reactions. Newspapers across the country ran front-page stories about the hoax, stirring the pot of public sentiment. The incident sparked a nationwide discussion on the responsibilities of broadcasters and the susceptibility of the public to manipulation. This wave of outrage prompted an investigation by the Federal Communications Commission. Questions were raised about the ethical boundaries of broadcasting, the potential for panic, and the role of regulatory bodies in preventing such incidents. This broadcast had revealed the power of mass media in a way never seen before. The War of the Worlds broadcast left an indelible mark on American history. This radio drama, aired over 80 years ago, sparked a seismic shift in the broadcasting landscape. It revealed not only the power of media to shape public perception, but also its potential to incite widespread panic. In response, broadcasting rules underwent significant changes. Policies were implemented to prevent the dissemination of potentially harmful misinformation, a testament to the responsibility shouldered by the media. Furthermore, this broadcast's impact transcended its initial shock value. The War of the Worlds has been adapted and recreated multiple times across various media platforms, reflecting its lasting cultural significance. From television adaptations to stage productions, each reinterpretation echoes the original's powerful influence. Even today, the War of the Worlds broadcast stands as a stark reminder of the power of persuasion and the potential for mass hysteria in the age of media.